Distance medley relay started to run because my...
I'm Jeff Merrill, and we're here at Ivar's Acres of Clams right in downtown Seattle. We're here with Isaiah Harris, member of the Brooks Beast professional track team here in Seattle, Washington. Isaiah, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here.
Right on, man. We're gonna dig into some oysters here. We got a shrimp cocktail on the table.
Let's dig in.
I like to see that you go for the napkin right away. True gentleman. You were saying that you did some research on how to eat these things, so why don't you take the lead and walk us through
You're
what
exposing me right away. According to the video, you gotta take the fork and detach it. You wanna slurp it up and chew it just a little bit.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. What do you think of that?
That was actually very good.
Yeah?
This is my second time having oysters. Wasn't sure what to expect. I honestly did not remember what they tasted like the first time, but that was good.
Tastes like the sea.
It does taste like the sea.
Seattle. There's sea in the name here.
It's meant to be.
You're a relative newcomer to the Beasts?
Yeah, no, I've been on the team for 2 years now, and I think that's one of Danny's strengths is actually recruiting people that not only are talented, but fit in with the team culture. I think that's super important in his recruiting decisions. You see your teammates a lot, and if you don't enjoy being around them, it can be tough. But yeah, we really emphasize building that team culture, and I think that starts with the leadership and Danny, and just talking about what we need to do to build that culture and keeping it in mind constantly. So yeah, the culture, it's great. It seems organic. We all have fun. We're all friends. We hang out outside of practice, and yeah, I love it.
Back to Maine. You said you're 40 minutes from the coast.
Yeah, something like that.
I was told that you grew up in the Dirty Lou.
How do you know that?
I have some sources.
It is called the Dirty Lou, and honestly, the people there are proud of it for some reason. I don't think that we should embrace a nickname like that, but...
Is that on the sign when you drive into the city?
No, it's not on the sign. It's not on the sign, but it's the unofficial, official name. If you ask anyone from Maine, they'll know what the Dirty Lou is.
When did you funnel into track and make that your sole focus?
I started doing track at a young age. I did summer track just for fun. I think my dad probably put me, my brother and sister into it just to tire us out. We're all pretty close in age, and we just like any siblings do, we fought a lot, we had a lot of energy. So I think putting your kids in track is a great way to get them to sleep at night. So started at a young age, but I didn't really start taking it serious until my sophomore year in high school.
What tipped that?
I ended up winning states, and that was the first time a college coach had reached out to me and shown interest. And to me, that was a mind-blowing experience, because at that point I hadn't even thought about going to college. So that kind of shifted my perspective.
Yeah, well, let's get into another one. So we did the prelim, we got the semi, and then the final.
All right,
right?
Let's go.
800 rounds.
Yeah, let's do it.
You could also do a little bit of lemon on here. Maybe I'll try that.
I'll take some lemon.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a nice looking lemon.
Yeah. Two down. Going into the Olympics this year, how is your preparation going, and what are you targeting specifically?
I think a key thing that me and Danny kind of talked about is just racing less and keying in on those meets more. So putting more emphasis on a less amount of meets and kind of building training cycles for those meets, instead of just getting into the cycle of racing every week or every other week and kind of missing out on those big training gaps. Seeing it work with Josh and Nia and Marta makes it easier to just buy in.
Yeah. The Beasts are now one of the longest tenured teams in the country. What's that like, walking into practice every day and seeing how everybody handles their business, and how do you feed off of each other?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we have such a mix of personalities, and you can see greatness in so many different ways, and you realize that there's not one way to be great. Josh has a very specific way of how he handles his life, but I would say Nia is almost the complete opposite, but they both excel, and it's cool to see that, because you can kind of be the athlete that you are and still be great. You don't have to fit into a certain type of mold to kind of achieve that type of success. The bar on our team just keeps getting set higher and higher and higher, and you see it rub off on other people, and it's kind of the standard now, like new people coming in, like, you know, this team is here because we want to put athletes on world teams and Olympic teams, and not only do we want to just make those meets, we want to come back with medals, and you know, we want to represent Brooks and the brand and Seattle and the city and the state to the best we can. So yeah, there's a lot that comes with joining the team, but we're all bought in.
What are your expectations for yourself this year, and how are you going to get there?
My expectations are to make the team, obviously, and I think this year has the potential to be a year that kind of defines my career. Once you become an Olympian, you're an Olympian for life.
And it's a stressful thing too. There's some pressure there.
One of my favorite quotes is like, pressure is a privilege, and I really think that you can let the pressure get to you, or you can, again, kind of use that as like a positive energy. Like, I love being under pressure. I feel like it makes you work better and work harder, and to me it's just like that extra motivation to do every single little thing, you know, along the day, whether that's eating the right things, getting to bed at the right time, whatever it is, like that pressure motivates me more to want to do those little things.
What do you want to see from your career?
I want to look back on my career and just feel like I did all the things in the moment that I could to be successful. Like, I have a big fear of finishing my career and looking back and be like, oh, well, I could have, you know, done this better, I could have done that better, and feeling like I left some cards on the table. I want to like be able to look back and be like, okay, I did everything. What I achieved was the most I could have achieved, and you know, I could be content with that.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it, because it's scary to put yourself out there like that. Being on the track is one of the most vulnerable things you can do, but...
Yeah, we're out there in pretty much our underwear, just...
Yeah, exactly.
You can't fake it.
Well, let's take our last oyster here.
Let's do it.
How do you want to do this one?
I'll try some of the sauce.
I'm just gonna go straight for this one.
Cheers.
Final round. Lightning round. Favorite movie?
Princess Mononoke.
First job?
Moving company.
Favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
Favorite Taylor Swift song?
Antihero? Is that the name?
I don't know. Would you rather do an 8-4 double or a 10-mile single?
Definitely the 8-4 double.
8-4 double.
Yeah, 10 miles is a lot, man. That's a long run right there.
Have you ever had a themed birthday party? Which teammate are you least likely to tell a secret to because they might spill it?
Oh, Josh. He has a massive mouth. He can't hold back anything.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Don't tell him anything that you don't want everyone to know.
Which beast would win in a 100-meter race?
Brandon Miller. I'll be second, but he's quick.
Teammate most likely to have a shucking knife?
Is a shucking knife for oysters?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Henry. He's from Connecticut.
Well, that's it. You survived the lightning round.
That was easy.
Yeah. Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you.
Best of luck this season.
Appreciate
Should
it.
we grab this last shrimp here?
Yeah, definitely should.
That's good stuff.